Okay, so we're here in a very magical spot in a place here, high up on South Mountain. Now, up on top there is a carving of the flying serpent. There's two men looking up at a flying snake. Now, this is the canyon that I filmed the flying serpent at in 2005 or 2006, can't remember, but this is the canyon here. Now, this is a very significant spot. I'm sure that they had ceremonies here. In my last video, I posted the table with a bunch of petroglyphs on it. So here we're at this spot here. Now we have this spiral here, spiral doorway, and a guy. Okay, and so we're gonna come up to this area here. There's another spiral. Okay, so this is the spot where these UFO entities come and go from. Okay, so here we have a man. Okay, I have a man petroglyph. Here's the guy I want to talk about. So here's in his belly. All right, we find this circle. Okay. Now, some interpretations is this circle that we see in this guy's belly is actually him coming into our world. So he's halfway in the spirit world and he's halfway out of our world. But in studying the UFOs, studying these black orbs, these white orbs, okay, watching them shapeshift, studying the petroglyphs and things like that, I believe that what we're looking at here, carved on this rock, is the orb. This is the UFO orb that we are seeing today in the skies. And he is morphing into a man. See that? Okay? So that belly there is actually the orb that we're seeing. Now, I've seen these UFOs shapeshift, and that's what the Native Americans say. They're shapeshifters. Okay, they like to take the shapes of men and animals and flying serpents and worms and crooked snakes. Okay, see, we have this crooked snake up on top. I filmed that back in 2005 also. Okay, we have a man up there. He's looking at it. Now we know this is a regular man. Okay, because he has no belly. He has no orb. So that's a regular human. Alright? We have another guy there. Alright? But this guy here is significant. This is the orb that we're seeing in the skies today. This is what's going over my house. This is what's going over other people's house. This is what people are seeing as far as fleets. Okay? This could be the Phoenix lights. Okay? Because each light is the entity. It's not some solid spacecraft. It's a living entity. You see 5 lights out there. You're seeing 5 living entities. Okay? And this is what they can do. They can morph, they can change, they can turn in to people. Okay, and this is what this petroglyph is depicting. Okay, now as we follow this glyph, these petroglyphs this way, we have a coyote. Okay, now we know this is a regular dog, a regular animal, because you know his feet is a double giveaway. Okay, and now we're going to take a look at some biplanes that are flying over. Okay, this is the tree. Okay, there's some biplanes. They're flying over us right now. That's unexpected, but neat. We'll let them pass so you'll be able to hear me. I knew something was coming up on us, man. I heard this roaring thunder. Well, that was pretty cool. That was unexpected. Okay, so we'll get back to these glyphs. Okay, so we know this is a coyote. Okay, now where is he looking? He's looking this way. He's looking in this direction. All right, now I documented this in my book. Now this is a light and shadow effect. During the equinox and the solstice, as you notice, there's a slab of stone sitting right above here. Right now, during the equinox and the solstice, between 12 and 1 o'clock, the sun will rise in the sky. And it will come this way. And it will cast its shadow on this stone. Now this stone is placed on top for a reason. This stone also, it's to capture the sun. It is capture the shadows. And what it will do is it will come down through this spiral. Now here we have a spiral doorway. Right now the spiral is ending down. Okay? And this is the doorway. This is the crack. This crack right here. Okay, this is what they're talking about in this stone. This is the doorway. This is where these UFO spirits come and go from. Okay, now we have these animals here. Now, as you can tell, they don't look correctly like regular animals that we see today, because look at their feet. See how they're backwards? Look at that. See that? Okay, now look at his body. All right, see that? Okay, so this is not normal. Okay, this is not a regular animal. Now we have another one here. Right now they're looking up this way. Okay, they're waiting for the shadow. They're waiting for the sun. They're waiting for the equinox. The coyote is waiting. We're all waiting here. We're waiting for the sun to magically appear, come over across the sky and cast its shadow. And when it does, it will cut through the mouth of this entity, of this UFO entity here, that's shapeshifting into an animal. Okay, and then it will cut through this spiral. It will end at this bottom of this crack here. Okay, out of about a 45 minutes to an hour time period. Okay, those of you that have purchased my book, you can notice what this glyph is. Anybody know what this glyph is? What does this glyph mean? Quiz time. Those of you who have read my book, what does this glyph mean? This glyph is a shadow, a light and shadow marker. Okay, this tells you tells you that this is an equinox and a solstice light and shadow panel. Okay, that's one of the ways you can tell. You can find the clues. Okay, first giveaway is the stones on top. Second giveaway is the spirals. Okay, and the creatures looking up at them, and the UFO entities. Third is this glyph here, the light and shadow marker petroglyph. Okay, isn't that neat? This is really cool. So you can find this information in my book. Now, as we come across, let's go on top of this rock. What does on top of this rock hold? Let's check it out. See if I can get up here with holding the camera without running into any snakes. Memory serves me correct, and there it is. And there it is. There's the glyphs. Okay, and they're waiting too. Now look, it's a barbell. You see that? See that? And isn't that interesting? Look at his pose. Look at his. Okay, now I kind of filmed the same type of entity creature of a few months ago. Okay, and it looks like that. He's got his hand. Remember, people who have been following me and seeing my UFOs. Okay, remember how he had his arm on his waist? Isn't that interesting? Okay, see, look. Okay, there's an orb. There's another orb. He's connected together. This is a barbell. He's morphing into a man. Okay, same with this glyph here. Okay, now this is the canyon. This is the sacred canyon of where that serpent comes from. This whole area is an emergence point for these UFO creatures. Okay, so let's see how far I can climb up here without falling. With one hand, hold up the camera. Okay. Boy, it's good to see these glyphs. Boy, I haven't been up here since like 2006. You know, it's like a little reunion for me. And probably nobody else has been up here also, you know, since then, you know. So, let me put the camera down. Climb up here. Okay. Still recording? Okay. Sweet. Okay, so here's the stones. Here's the stones that have been placed on top. See that? These are the light and shadow stones right here. There's a spot that's carved with two men looking up at a flying serpent. Okay? This is the canyon. And later on we'll take a look at some petroglyphs down through there. If I can talk Pam into going down there. Well, to that spot over there, but that's where that glyph is, but we don't have to if we don't want to, but this is it. This is a great spot. Now look at all this down through here. And those glyphs over there. I'll take photographs and video of them so I don't use too much of the space here in the battery on the camera, just in case I see a UFO, I want to be able to film it. So I want to make sure I have enough space on the disc and the battery life. But yeah, man, this is awesome, dude. Oh my god. I discovered this in 2005, exploring South Mountain. And from all the bushes and everything, and all the, there's no one has been out here since. So no one comes here but us. Only the people investigating, true investigating UFOs and what it's all about, man. It's not all about flying saucers and green man and crafts, okay? It's something different. I've been saying this since 2005 when I first discovered it, man. It's something different. It's not nuts and bolts technology, okay? It's something different, alright? They're like alive, okay? Sure, there could be crafts out there, don't get me wrong. I have seen some things that could resemble a spaceship, okay? Don't get me wrong. But I think what the majority of the public are seeing in the skies today are things that the Indians saw also, okay? Living entities, living beings, living creatures. Orbs in the sky turning into barbells. Turning into men, turning into entities.